ways. Does a good artist need several violins to play a piece of music? That one's not funny. Marriage,
Trying to string us along.
now this is deep. Marriage is an investment that pays dividends if you pay interest. There's a Chinese proverb that says, no matter how orderly a woman is by nature, it is a mistake to always be putting her husband in his place. They get a little better.
They say these are from Bethel, right?
I did not make these up. I like this one. Women are wiser than men. They know less, but understand more. That's interesting. Now, this is a conversation. One guy is talking to another one. I can't get over how well you and your wife get along. Don't you ever have any differences of opinion? Oh yes, very often. You get over them so quickly. Well, that's a secret. I never tell her about that.
Okay.
Okay, now this is good. To keep your marriage brimming with love in the loving cup, whenever you are wrong, admit it. Whenever you are right, shut up. Scott's proverb, don't marry for money, you can borrow it cheaper. Try praising your wife, even if it does frighten her at first. In the all-important family relations, 3 other words are almost as powerful as the famous I love you. They are, maybe you're right. When disagreements come our way, we seldom ever fight. We just calmly talk things over to find out why he's right. The goal in marriage is not to think alike, but to think together. This one's for Doug. I want to dedicate this one. A good wife laughs at her husband's jokes. Not because they're clever, but because she is.
She's very clever.
Okay, now this is for those who haven't been married yet. Whether a man winds up with a nest egg or a goose egg depends on the chick he married.
That's a Doug joke.
Don't worry.
Scramble that one.
Anyway, don't worry about an unhappy marriage. All marriages are happy. It's only living together afterward that causes the trouble. Now we're gonna get spiritual, okay? Woman was taken out of man, not out of his head to top him, nor out of his feet to be trampled on, but out of his side to be his equal, under his arm to be protected, and near his heart to be loved. Okay, now this one. A man isn't complete until he's married, then he's finished.
That's one of my old ones.
Are you memorizing this? No.
Success in love consists not so much in marrying the one person who can make you happy, as in escaping the many who could make you miserable. Okay, the last one. Adam and Eve had an ideal marriage. He didn't have to hear about all the men she could have married, and she didn't have to hear about the way his mother cooked it. From all of us. Dear Michael James Smith, in exactly 3 weeks you will be getting married, as I'm sure I don't have to remind you. Because you will be leaving us all to go to Never Never Land in Colorado, we wanted to write to you for the purpose of relating some fond memories and also put into writing the love and best wishes of your family and friends as much as possible. Now, much thought has been given to the last 23 years you have been with us. Our earliest fond memory of you that was significant was when you were little more than knee-high to a grasshopper. Do you remember you were a movie star? That's right. As a baby, you posed quite unwillingly for Grandpa's camera. With your mouth open, so big from crying you could have fit a grapefruit in it. Grandpa got his first nude photo of you. He showed everyone in the circuit who was fortunate enough to see the slide program. The beauty of Jehovah's creation. Yes, you were a big hit. And I'm sure all in attendance were spiritually strengthened as a result.
X-rated.
As you grew, however, and developed the idea of modesty, you promptly decided one day to get dressed up and go on your first missionary tour. It took you across the street with book bag in hand, all alone at around 4 years of age. Unfortunately, your first door was a goat, and with tears running down your cheek, you headed for home after your first householder had welcomed you to the real world. Even through this bitter experience, you pressed on and stayed with the truth. In the meantime, you were getting older, and Grandma looks back with a smile on the opportunity she had to cut your hair. Yes, her spirit was eager, but sometimes it seemed as if her bow were weak. And she recalls sometimes it seemed as if she recalls times where you left her barber chair with an uneven head of hair. But you endured this painful experience through the years, and eventually was smart enough to find a professional. Well, our next fond memory of you is in a special suit that you received, which I'm sure you will never forget. Yes, once I mentioned the color green to you, vivid memories will haunt you of a picture that was taken of you in a suit whose zipper ended halfway down your legs. But Mike destroyed the evidence rather quickly, so if you didn't remember it, you'll all have to use your imagination. As you matured, you found yourself with changes going on inside of you, but especially one day, when you miraculously grew your first and last beard. You even walked out on stage with it in front of 10,000 people at the Civic Center. Just to relieve some of you friends who may not be so quick, it was for the drama about Aiken. At this time, you were starting to learn to drive. Yes, you finally got yourself behind the wheel of Noah's Ark. This thing was huge.
I remember that.
You were happy anyways, because it was yours. However, that wasn't the last car you went by. There was the Omni that got totaled, the Cavalier which got totaled after the first engine blew and was replaced, the big van which you drove into the ground, the green Chevy Impala Grandpa gave you that ended up in the boneyard, and finally the latest car, the Buick which is hanging on by a thread, and will probably be replaced within a year by a call. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow, I'm gonna have to retype this. Well, which will probably be replaced within a year by car number 8. You got the number right. No, I had number 7. I changed it. I'm pretty good with that. Okay. We also wanted to take the time to remind you of your appendix operation. Remember all the gifts and visitors who would come to make you laugh, even though it felt like you were being operated on all over? Now, we definitely don't want to forget the 3 years of regular pioneering you put together, and the special pioneering you put together, the special pioneer hours you would put in the summer, so you could rest up in September. You even gave up a full-time job offer, which was very tempting. Jehovah blessed you with the part-time job you wanted for your faithfulness. We all remember your skill as a pioneer, and I personally was encouraged by your example to reach out and pioneer right out of school. But eventually, you had to get out of the house and strike off on your own to see how you could do supporting yourself independently. Remember how Paul scared you half to death by leaving the lobsters he promised you in the bathtub? Once you were gone, something strange happened. We became friends. From then on, we only got closer and closer. But like most guys your age, you wanted even more. And as we all know, you made a thorough search for the female type. After a lot of hard work and effort, you decided to go on vacation. Just when you least expected it, there she was. At last, bone of your bone and flesh of your flesh. And you saw that it was good. So here you are, 3 weeks from your wedding, and briefly you will be leaving us. But it's with a great woman who loves Jehovah and a cute little girl we all loved from the beginning. We are all for you. We are very happy for you. I forgot a word in there. And would like you to take our love wherever you go. Our prayer is that Jehovah be with you as a family, and you all stay close to him into the new system of things. With all our hearts, love your family, physical and spiritual.
Amen.